A number of years ago, there was a movie entitled Mrs. Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. And the characters in this movie were caught in a time loop. And in this time loop, they performed the absolute identical tasks in exactly the same way at the most precise same time every single day, so that their existence became 100% predictable. And how often do we do this in our own lives? We think the same thoughts. We get caught in a thought loop. And in that way, we also create a very predictable reality and a predictable future for ourselves, because if we're thinking the same thoughts, we're going to relive the same day. So, how do we shift that? It's not necessarily that easy to do, and yet it needs to be a choice. We need to replace our thoughts. We need to think something different. And at first, that will require an immense amount of discipline. Place your thoughts somewhere else. After all, whose thoughts are they? Who are the thinkers of those thoughts? Only you. The events may not have been entirely your own creation, and yet your thoughts around the events are. And so the only way in which you set yourself free from that loop is to deliberately and consciously place your thoughts elsewhere. And you might say to me, you don't understand, and feel as though if you keep thinking those thoughts repeatedly, some penny is going to drop, something is going to change, and it's not. So get involved in an activity, do some research, read a book, meet somebody new, have a different conversation, whatever it takes in order to rewire the neural network in your brain, essentially. Once you've rewired it, it becomes easier and easier. It's that first step that's often the most difficult. I'm Fiona from the Shekinah Wellness Center. Set yourself free by thinking different thoughts.